Welcome to Real Estate Success Partner. We're your hosts, Devin Dubuque,
Edwin,
and we're here to talk about how to have great success in every market. Hey guys, and today that market is back in South Florida. We've got a returning co-host, Rafael Amaro from the Amaro Group. And Rafael, you brought back another friendly face. Who'd you bring along with us today?
My goodness, I bring in a legend, Edwin Reyes, a guy that has a long history of doing almost everything on the real estate market. So much experience that it would take us 3 days here to cover everything he knows and everything he does.
That's a fact. That's a fact. You know, Edwin, we appreciate you coming back on the show. We had such a great time out there. You guys are just amazing hosts, brought us into your house, fed us. We had a lot of laughter, a lot of fun, learned a lot of stuff. And man, you're just a great guy, man. You've got a great team. You guys are doing a lot of big things, and it's focused on all sides of real estate. So, thank you for joining us again, Edwin. We truly appreciate having you here.
Well, thank you for having me back, gentlemen. Love, 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 love. I'm excited again to get this opportunity to talk to you guys. I know that this will give us a chance to share what we're doing here in South Florida.
Yes, sir.
And we're excited. There's so much opportunity. I mean, I wake up every day excited, amazing, fantastic. I tell that to Rafael when he calls me, because it's true. There's so much opportunity within my team,
Yes.
within my personal investment team, within my real estate team. We're over 90 now members with branch offices in Orlando and expanding and growing. So much opportunity. I'm grateful.
Well, you guys are expanding not just in the States, but outside of the States. You guys are bridging gaps for people that want to own homes in South American countries over here in the United States. And you've got your hands in all kinds of commercial projects as well. And you talk about your team, again, 90 and growing, 90 plus and growing, but 90 plus, and they're spread out all over the great state of Florida. And man, what a diverse team that you have as well. Man, I can tell you this much right now. It doesn't matter what language you speak. I think you guys can cover it. You guys do a great job of making sure that you can truly serve your communities.
We do. I mean, again, South Florida, there's a strong dominant in our area, a Latin area, which is attracted by all areas of South America. So we're big.
Yeah.
When you add all those countries up, we got clients from Venezuela, clients from Cuba, clients from Colombia, you name it. I mean, I'm Argentina. Right now, I'm working in Belize. I got something going on in Ecuador, Honduras. I mean, it's amazing how it's showing up from all these countries.
Yeah, it's a true melting pot, and you've done a great job of making sure that you can serve all those different communities, and you've got people that, like I said, that speak the language, that are from the countries, and it's an amazing thing. It was an amazing chance to get out there and truly see your team in action too. I felt the energy the moment that we walked through the door, and it was just a great experience for Dave and I. In fact, Dave, I don't know about you, man, but I can't wait to get back.
Yeah, we'll be back.
Yeah. So, but let's talk a little bit about what you got going on, Edwin. So, we know you do real estate, but it's so much more than that. So, what are some of the big projects you've got going on out there right now? At least the ones you can talk about. I know sometimes it's a little hush hush, right?
Yeah. Some of them are, brewing, right, cooking.
Yep.
But opportunities keep showing up. Right now, we are in negotiations, and this is a big project. This is like a retirement project. Over 700 acres in the Bahamas. We're working with a team down there. I'm also the distributing arm for a marble company up in Spain. 4 generations owning the quarry there, and I can make this connection. And that's future real estate coming for the Bahamas, luxury oceanfront real estate.
Yeah.
So we're in the conversations of that. So we're excited about that project. I'm right now with a developer that I met this gentleman 15 years ago, just getting started in real estate, And today he's one of my agents, and he's a contractor, and he built the largest home in a city by the name of Cooper City here in South Florida, and he's working with the baseball players building mansions, and we're in the middle of a contract of where we're going to build 5 more mansions around 3 others that he built, and so we're in that project with the mansions. I'm excited about that. My Orlando team, we're excited. We just landed working with the hospital where we take the international nurses uh, and we help them navigate to become home buyers eventually. So we're excited with that project.
Well, and you guys
Um,
had mentioned a little bit on that one, Edwin. I believe this is a lot of the times you're bringing people over from some of the other South American countries who were nurses overseas, but when they get here, they don't always have the credentials that are necessary. So you guys are actually helping them get the right credentials, find the place to to call home, and then eventually become homeowners, right?
That's correct. That's correct. And we want to, with that project, we really want to create a difference because these individuals, again, they come from their country to they get shocked of our environment and what's available here,
Yeah.
and they need to be guided. They need to be helped, and the combination of the support of the hospital, where they cover transportation, they cover some of the living conditions. We facilitate all that, and of course these are professionals in the medical industry, where maybe 8 to 10, maybe a year later, they'll be ready to buy, and
Yeah.
we're just setting them up for that, helping them to get there. Yeah.
Building success, but you're also doing a good thing because last time I looked, we need more people in the medical industry right now. And by helping these folks figure out that they can come over here to the States, there are jobs available and they can become homeowners here, you guys are bridging some of those gaps that are much needed to be filled.
Yeah, yes, we are, and we're excited about it. That's a lot of opportunity for our team, and we're helping the medical community.
Yeah,
Hmm.
you are. Well, I'll tell you what I heard is a lot of people say, "Hey, I know a guy." Uh, I think the guy is you, Edwin. You're the guy that everybody knows, because you're talking about these big commercial deals. You've got these other things that you're doing to help the hospitals out. You're bringing over gaps for the marble, here to the United States or the Bahamas. You've got people here in the States. You got people overseas. At the end of the day, Edwin's the guy, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why he's the broker owner.
Yeah.
I come from the investment side of real estate, so I help and teach my realtors to save some of their commissions, right? So they could become investors and build their portfolios. And that's what it's about. I mean, real estate, as we all know it, is a wealth builder, and it's the biggest purchase for a family. And I know that's why you guys are in it, to help
That's
families
right.
acquire the home ownership dream, right?
Number one
And
core
there's so
value.
much, yeah, and there's so much. Uh, I mean, I don't see any lack. I don't see anything negative. People are buying every day.
Yeah.
There's projects going up every day. There's opportunity every day. We're doing fix and flips. Again, when you say I'm the go-to or the guy, I really believe that
Yeah.
because 23 years in the industry, working with investors, there's so many avenues. We got the commercial department up and running. We got the luxury department up and running. We have the retail. We have the. I mean, it's a blessing to be where we're at now for sure.
Well, go ahead, Dave.
Yeah, Edwin. I mean, God, you guys got so much stuff going on.
They do.
But I want to talk a little about the market because we got some really exciting news this week about the market and the change and the evolution and stuff like that. We know, but a lot of times our borrowers, even our real estate agents, don't really know what's coming down the pipe. It was said this week by the CEO of a very large lending company that we're out of the storm. The last 3 years of high interest rates and low inventory, we're coming out of it.
And future president of the NBA, so he's qualified to make these kind of conversations. Have these conversations.
They're saying that in the next week when the Feds drop the interest rate, doesn't mean that interest rate's going to drop because we've already built them into the rates, but it's only uphill from there. It's going to be once they start dropping rates, it's going to drop for the next couple years.
Next year for sure. And
one of the things they said is all these people locked into lower interest rates below the fours, where they said there was no movement. Now there's movement. People are now starting to get rid of those rates. They're either refining, cashing out, or they're just selling. So there's the evolution of the market here in the next couple of years is going to be a boom. Yeah. Everything points towards, hey, what we experienced the last 3 years it's over. Let's talk about that a little bit. Have you been talking about your agents? Because some of these agents, they don't know any better. All they know is the last 3 years, which was kind of famine in the real estate business.
I get surprises every day.
Yeah.
We have new agents that come in the door with $2 million buyers.
Yeah.
Where we have agents that they don't know what to do or where to go.
Yeah.
And so we're blessed to have our in-house school, weekly trainings, to help them. But everything sells. Everything sells all the time, and that's my experience. And then working with Raphael, what I'm learning with him to help our clients, where that's right. We got a healthy inventory now. Instead of having 2 or 3 months of inventory, we're back in that 5 to 6 month inventory.
That's right.
Which is also the numbers are dipping a little bit. Properties are staying a little longer in the market, so people are dropping prices. So learning with Raphael, don't drop the price. Let's utilize some of that offset to help the buyers.
That's right.
To lower the interest rate,
improve the rate, make the home more affordable,
and make more opportunity for those buyers.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, and let's talk about that a little bit, and then I want to touch on the training and the support that you guys provide, because that's nothing short of amazing as well. But what will happen with rates starting to come down, and what we'll see in 2025 is homeowners that just flat out couldn't qualify, right, because they were having a difficult time, getting into a home because home prices had increased, simultaneously rates had gone up, and homes just weren't affordable for these folks. We're gonna see some of that correction over the next 24 months as the rates come down. Some of those people that couldn't buy will be put back in a position where they can. But what you touched on, and I think this is really valuable, is Raphael's been coming out there and he's been talking to your team about utilizing the fact that sellers are willing to negotiate right now to give the buyer more of an advantage to be able to afford a home. So, I think this is a great message for borrowers that are out there who are going, man, there's just no way I can afford a house right now because the rate's too high and I can't move forward now. But what Raphael is suggesting is now that the South Florida, not all markets are here, but South Florida, you guys have actually seen an uptick in inventory and you're actually back to restored pre-COVID levels. Most states haven't hit that. We're blessed here in Texas to be in that position as well. But what Raphael's telling your team is, hey, while these sellers are willing to negotiate, take that advantage and use this as an opportunity to give the buyer a better interest rate. So now, instead of having them drop the purchase price of the house, take the extra dollars that they're going to use to do that, invest it back into the borrower with the seller credit, let that seller credit now buy down the interest rate, lowering that rate to a fixed rate that's at a much more achievable price point so that the buyers can now actually buy a house. So if you've been on the fence saying, hey, I can't buy because the combination of a high rate and where price points are today, well, with that strategy, you might be able to buy a house right now, which means you need to pick up the phone and call, and Edwin's team is armed with the right information to help make that happen. They're out making those deals happen right now, right?
We don't stop. we don't stop. We have teams in different events. It's all about networking and connecting, right?
That's it.
So we have team in different events. I got boots on the ground, knocking on doors, We got flyers going out. We got open houses this weekend.
Yeah.
We just don't stop. And that's what it's all about. Do it every day on a daily basis to help these
That's
families
right.
achieve. And when you help one family, right? My experience, the blessings is that other families learn from that and they want to do it too.
You're saying there's a
So,
chance. Yeah.
yeah. So, my son is working with Raphael right now, so we're excited about that.
Yeah.
So that's
Well,
happening.
Edwin, you've got an
We almost
army.
there. We almost there.
You've got an army of agents. You've built an army of agents, and you're arming them with the right information to go out and represent the communities, right? And that was one of the things that I wanted to touch on. You talk about your training, and that's one thing that I know that you and your business partners pride yourself on is having an operation that provides the training that's necessary for agents that feel like they don't know what to do. Well, you're telling them exactly what to do, and you're giving them that information on how to do it. Touch on that a little bit, right? What puts you guys on a mission of we want to do things a little different, and we want to arm our people with daily, consistent, constant training?
Well, again, I gotta say I'm blessed because it's not just me, right? I have a team, and Vivian, who's amazing, that's her
Amazing.
nickname, and Ibis, who's fantastic, that's her nickname.
He is.
They help me guide these agents, right, to do these steps, to start the wheel, going for them. And it's very simple, right? We all have our Rolodex, we all have our friends and family, and that's where it starts. Just spreading the news, and then we're members of the Miami board, which bunch of tools to stay in compliance and to learn from, and we guide them every week. Every week on a weekly basis, we have someone come in. Information from the NAR. There's a lot of new information there to keep us in compliance. Um, Raphael, your team comes in to show us, the programs that are available for our clients out there. Uh, we next week we're gonna have insurance team speak about insurance. So all these departments are needed to be able to take the file to close, and we bring those teams on a weekly basis to help them. Yeah, and then of course we're available on the phone 24/7, and I love that because every time my phone rings, I know that I'm helping someone. Help one, teach one, right, and we all grow.
Yeah. Raphael, you've had the pleasure of working, side by side with Edwin and his team. Talk about that a little bit, right? How's that partnership work?
Right. So that is a very good question because having this job and having been able to meet and greet so many agents all over the state of Florida, I have the opportunity to go to multiple offices. But there's an office there that is always there on fire, enthusiasm, people happy, going around, getting in and out of the office, contracts coming in. So, and seeing the way they are so, I would say, passionate about helping their realtors, that's why probably they're having a great success. So every time I see a realtor out there that kind of lost, that they're not getting the support they need, even if I work with them or not, I always ask, hey, when you're ready to make a move, let me know because I know an owner that is giving her heart and soul for you to be successful. So that's something that, there are not many owners that put the effort and the energy and pour so much down to their team.
Yeah.
And that's them.
Yeah, there's a buzz. I said that, earlier in the podcast. There's a buzz when you walk through the door. And it almost feels like you've got this little PR firm. All these people are buzzing all around. They're talking to people, and there's energy, and it's just super exciting to be in there. And I felt that. What's funny is we came in on a Sunday, and who's working on a Sunday? Well, these guys are, and then we came back on a Monday and it was like, man, I didn't know that we could get even more energy, and we did, and that's it. You want to know that you're being represented and represented well. And that's what, Edwin's team does with the Power Team Realty. You're represented in all corners of the state, all corners of the South American countries, and at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you're talking about just, single family residents, right? Or if you're talking about, doing commercial builds, they cover it all, right? You guys cover it all. And I think that's, it's all under one roof. But the best part about that is the leadership behind that means that, what you're getting when it comes from a service standpoint is the highest levels of service. These folks are available, they care, they're passionate, and they're trained consistently to make sure that they're at the top of their game.
And then we take it further. I closed a family. Cindy, we closed her how long ago, Raphael? 2 months? Month and a half ago?
It was in June.
June. And I stay in touch with them and I help them. I'm helping them doing their homestead, which is a process that you got to go in and you got to register to vote and you got to have all these things to be able to take advantage of the discount on your taxes, right? Because that's your primary home. I connect them with different services that they need for their home, their insurance, the water filtration system for the home. I send them a package of steaks. These are the additional things that you do with the client to stay top of mind so they could come back to you, but not just them, their family and friends. They're going to be talking about us. Yeah. And I think already, Rafael, did you work with the sister? Oh.
No, she mentioned to me about the sister, but I haven't speak to her yet.
Okay.
Have you?
She's getting ready. She's getting ready. I know she was doing her tax thing, and
Awesome.
and that's what happens. That we take care of family and go beyond, and it just comes back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's important.
And one thing, guys, this family was working and getting ready for 2 years. So Edwin followed up with this family for 2 years until they got ready.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, that's it. You're a team that never sleeps, a team that never stops, a team that always follows up, and you're following them after their journey so that they know that there's a relationship here. It's not just a one and done and thanks for the check. It's, hey, we're going to do what it takes to earn that business. We're going to do what it takes to find you a home and get you into that home. And we're going to be there afterwards to make sure that if you have any questions or if you just need a friend, we're here for you. Like you said, Ed, when you send them a pack of steaks, and man, that's, again, hey, have a barbecue on me, right? And break in that new home in style. So I love it.
Yeah.
I love it, my man. We talked a little bit about what's cooking. We talked a little bit about the team and how you guys grow the team. What else you got going on, man? Like, what else is in the hopper?
Wow. Well, I just sat down with a developer of single-family homes, and he's got a very good program to help those families that want to build their primary, their home, if they want to build it, if they got the time. He does it in 6 months, and he's been doing this for 40 years. So that's a new relationship. I'm working with a developer on the West Coast. We're also members of the board on the West Coast. When I talk about the West Coast, we're talking about Northport, Port Charlotte, Cape Coral, and Lehigh Acres. Those 4 towns are very active in real estate. There's a lot of activity over there. So we're working with teams over there.
Well, they have to be right now, Edwin, because last time I looked, they got hit by one of the big hurricanes, and it just really wiped out that area. And, we spoke to a realtor that was out there, earlier this year, and she said, it's different because, I was here for a long time. We had a lot of old real estate. But she said it's all newer real estate, but she said that's not a bad thing. She said, because now we're actually freshening everything up. We're getting some beautiful new homes. It's attracting different people to our city. And, it sounds like they've got a lot of growth opportunity out there on the West Coast, in that Cape Coral marketplace.
So we're excited because, right, it's more inventory for us to move. And it's only 2 hours away. I'm surprised and I'm learning more how people commute.
Yeah.
They live on the West Coast and work in Miami. It's like 2 hours each way.
Alligator Alley.
Yeah, Alligator Alley, you know it. Yeah.
I do. I do. So, I'm a new agent or I'm an existing agent. And, I love the buzz that you've got over there. What does that look like trying to get on your team, right? Do you just accept anybody off the street? How do we get involved with Tower Team Realty?
It's a good thing and a bad thing. The doors are open for everybody.
Yeah.
You could have gotten your license yesterday, and we got you by the hand. And we have a different compensation structure. Of course, when you're a newbie, we have to be involved more, right? And we put you on a scale. So we go hand in hand on several properties, so we could bring you up on that compensation level. Or the newbie or the experienced agent, one of the things out in the market that we get a lot of complaints about is the monthly fees. We don't have a monthly fee. And that's something that a lot of agents have come across, because when they're starting, first they invested in their education. Now they got to invest in their membership. It's thousands of dollars, and now they got to pay monthly. It's tough when you start, right? Because you don't have nothing in the pipeline. So we got rid of that, and that allows us to attract new talent.
Yeah. So you're given that opportunity, and I think the best part about it is that I'm new to the industry. It's a little scary. It's a new career. Simultaneously, I've got to spend money to do that. But we know that anything that you have fear of, that's the best part. If you know that you're afraid of something, that probably means that you're heading in the right direction, and you just got to overcome those fears and move forward. But fear of having financial stability, that's always a big, scary one. And so you guys have bridged that gap by removing that monthly fee. So yeah, they got to pay for the upfront licensing. Yeah, they got to go all in, and they need to, because they've got to commit to doing it and, paying that fee and getting set up. But then once they get started, you're giving them the training, you're bringing them into an organization, and you're helping them learn how to do the business from the inside out. And you're not hitting them with that monthly fee that gives them that fresh start where they can get in and start building their own real estate entrepreneurship, with confidence. And I think that's one of the things that's really great about your team. And again, as we mentioned, if you speak multiple languages, Edwin's team's got you covered, because at the end of the day, I'll be honest, I was there at Edwin's office, and I think English was the least spoken language behind the scenes.
Yeah.
But if you do speak English, it's also the way that you guys communicate. I know you communicate in your sales meetings in English, and we talked about that. I know Vivian had told me specifically, no, we want our people to speak English because we want our clients to know that we're approachable. But at the same time, if we have consumers that prefer to speak in their native language, we're going to make sure that we can accommodate that too.
Yeah, and we're in a dominant Latin area, so a lot of a high percentage of our agents are. Most of them are bilingual. But yeah, we accommodate that. So either speak English or no English, we work with you.
Yeah.
And there's a beauty to be able to manage both languages in this area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and let's talk about that too, because I also know you guys get a lot of first-time home buyers or, people that just generally don't realize they have an opportunity. I think that's a special thing that you guys provide there too, because you're there to guide anybody who says, hey, I can't be a homeowner. There's no way. I've been told multiple times over that I can't qualify, that this will never happen. And I think that's something you guys pride yourself in, is taking those people that thought there's no way this can happen and saying, hey, this is how it could happen. And it doesn't always mean that it happens overnight. right? It may take some time, as you mentioned, that last client that you shared with Raphael, it took you 2 years.
2 years.
2 years to get them there. But that's the level of commitment that you find with Edwin and his team. You know, they're willing to put in that time to help you guide it right into that home. And now you can start to build generational wealth and have something to call your own home, right? Your own home. This isn't somebody else's home. You're not paying an investor to live in their property, right? You're actually starting to build, long-term wealth through real estate, and Edwin's team's there to guide you through. So, yeah. Well, Edwin, go ahead, brother.
No, I'm sorry. That's why that's why we wake up every day excited, because we're doing something special, right? We the American dream, right? And there's so much benefit owning a home, the tax benefits, the appreciation benefits, leaving it for the family benefit. You could capitalize on your equity and invest and grow a portfolio just from your equity, which I do that with a lot of homeowners. So there's so much opportunity of owning a home, which again, it's a blessing every day.
You know what I just saw there when you were saying that is I saw a flag waving behind you with the American stars and stripes, and I heard some patriotic music playing in the background, because that's exactly right. That's the American dream. That's where people dream of, is being able to come here to the United States, become a homeowner, and develop financial wealth and stability, and then be able to give that generational wealth to the next family behind them and the next family behind them, right? To carry on that name. So, well, Edwin, we would love to keep you here all day. We know you're a busy guy, productive guy. We know you're a productive guy. Hey, what have we not covered today that we should have covered?
Wow. There's a lot more going on. I just know that we acquired a new gentleman in the team that he showed up at an incredible timing, because the last person that was helping me, helping homeowners save their homes, right? Because I go and knock on the homes that people are losing them to the auction because a death in the family or a divorce or a sickness. And we go into these homes and we help them save their homes. And that's so special to me because, remember, the families grew in these homes. Yeah. There's a lot of memories. And if we're able to save that home, that means so much to that family. And we pride ourselves on that. But on the other hand, those that cannot save them creates opportunity. That family moves on. We help them with some funds to move on. The home, depending on the bank, we will put it on the market, or we will put it on our investor pool, which gets repaired and it goes back to another family. So, there's so much opportunity in this industry. It's incredible.
Yeah. Great stuff, Edwin. Well, when the folks out there want to find you and Tower Team Realty, how do they get in touch with you guys? What's the best way to reach out?
They could email us, right? info@towerteamrealtyllc.com. Again, very simple, info@towerteamrealtyllc.com. Or my number directly, 954-548-7971. Again, 954-548-7971.
There it is, guys. And if you're watching, you saw that creep right across the bottom of the screen. So make sure you jot that down and reach out to his team. And, really, whether you're in Florida or you're moving here from another state into Florida, and I can tell you, even if you're trying to migrate outside of Florida, they probably know somebody. These guys know people all over the country, and they're just here to serve and do the right thing. And that's what I love about you and all the folks there at Tower Team Realty. So, thank you so much for joining us today, Edwin. It's always an honor to get a chance to spend with such an industry expert and rock star like yourself, my brother.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity again, guys. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
No question. You know, you'll be back again. So we'll see Edwin again. It's not his first appearance here. But Raphael, my brother, you're down there in that Florida market too. And man, you know, I can tell you right now, I just admire Raphael and the way he does business. Raphael's an over communicator in the best possible way. You don't ever have to wonder if you're going to get a call back. You know, he's definitely going to call you, and he's going to call you with great news, because if there's a way to get the deal done, Raphael is the guy that makes it happen. So, Raphael with the Amaro Group, when the folks out there want to find you, how do they find you, my friend?
Very simple. My phone number is 786-333-2592, or in all social media, hashtag mortgage help now. 786-333-2592, hashtag mortgage help now.
There it is, guys. There it is. And again, that just rolled right across the bottom of the screen. And I can tell you right now, whether you're looking to find the home or you're looking to get the financing, these two are going to take great care of you. And at the end of the day, you know, they're here to serve. They're here to serve. They're here for the long haul. And they're going to be your friend in real estate, right? Whether it's this year, next year, or 10 years from now, these guys are here to do what it takes. So, Dave, anything you'd like to say to our guest today?
Can't wait to get back to Miami, guys. So,
Yes.
looking forward to some FaceTime with you guys here soon.
Yeah, great stuff.
Right.
Great stuff. And if you ever make it out here to Dallas,
Come on down. Come on down.
yeah, you know we got to roll out that red carpet for you guys as well. So
We're coming.
let's go.
We're coming. All right.
Let's go. Well, guys, we're your real estate success partners. I'm Devin Abuse.
I'm David
If
Wynn.
you want to check us out, you can come over to realestatesuccesspartner.com. Again, that's realestatesuccesspartner.com. But if you want to meet Edwin and Raphael, and we think you should, face to face, get over to YouTube. You can find us on YouTube at the Dubuque Team. Again, that's the Dubuque Team. You can also find us at Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, all at the Dubuque Team. And man, we hope you do, and we hope you comment. We'd love to hear what you have to say. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and until the next time, we'll see you then.